So you've just logged into the hero's journey in EverQuest and you have no clue what to do. So I've been wanting to make this video for a while. The server's gotten a lot of new players. The game itself, like a 25-year-old game, has gotten a lot of new players, which is pretty exciting. So I've made a new tune. This is what you log into. Just I'm gonna go through just your first few minutes and then go through a Bazaar tour for newbies and whoever cares. So there's some pop-ups here. You can read them. I'd recommend reading them just so you get some information. You can ask questions in the out of character chat OC, which is server wide. But yeah, there's a lot of helpful people. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to close these out. Never show again. Don't show any tips. Close. I'm going to open up my inventory. Close out these tips. Get rid of this voice bar. Disable voice chat. Alright, so I'm going to press V to open up my AA window, and then I'm going to can activate, and then Bazaar and back, put that on my hotbar, and we're going to go to the Bazaar. Alright, when you first zone into the Bazaar, you're going to be in a random area. Okay, I'm over here. The arena's in the north, and then there's two lines of guild masters and spell vendors, and then there's a few lines of player vendors here. There's a main area in the middle that I'll show you, and then two banks, and there's some stables. You could spawn at the stables, you could spawn over here. There's a few different areas where you could spawn, but just press M to pull up the map, and then I'll show you around. So starting in the north where I spawned in, this is the arena. If you drop in here, people can kill you, so just don't drop in there. Not much to see over here. If you need a waypoint, you should already have it automatically, but these are the little waypoints in the world. And then you'll see a emote thing down here that says you know this place well. That means you've got the waypoint, and I'll show you that a little bit later. So we're gonna go up these stairs. You can see my map up here. I just took the labels off so it'd be easier for y'all to see. Alright, so this is one of the lines of guild masters. I am a cleric. This is a multi-class server. If you want to become a different class along with your starting class, so I'm a cleric, I'll probably go like Beast Lord. No, I'll probably go like Bard, Enchanter, Cleric for this demonstration. So most of the evil and neutral stuff's over here. Zerker, Monk, Beast Lord, Shaman, and then on the other side you've got Necro, Shadow Knight, Warrior, Rogue, and that's it. And then this is a player vendor area. You can stand over here and become a vendor. And then on this side you've got Bard. I'll show you how to do it. You can target the guild master, press H for hail. Want to become a Bard. Am I ready to commit to the path of Bard? Yep. And then now I am Bard Cleric. Paladin, Cleric, Druid, Ranger, Chanter. Let's go ahead and become a Chanter. Alright, so I am my three classes for this tutorial. Mage and then Wizard. Alright, so these two areas here, these two, what are they called? Stalls, are the guild masters, and where you can get your spells from level 1 to about 50. Alright, so moving on to the east, this little angel gal right here, this is where you can reset your AAs, change get rid of one of your classes so you can become another class. The first time is free, and then after that, you've got to pay 10 echoes each time. So just be mindful of that. And when you change classes, it's recommended that you do the AA reset first and then change your class. Otherwise, those AAs are going to be locked on that class. You won't be able to respec them until you reset. All right, moving on. This little XR dude on the ground has a quest. If you turn in XR hide mask, you can permanently become a lizard dude, but we're not going to worry about that. So moving on, there's another vendor stall over here on the east, and then another one in the middle, and then this is the east bank. It's got 4 bankers in it. Okay, 4 bankers, all halfling. Some people call it the halfling bank. And you've got your tribute master right here. Tribute master, what that is you can donate different things. You can see the value here. Obviously, this is a new person, didn't have any valuable stuff, but you get current favor points as the value, and then you can get little buffs depending on what you're looking for. Double attack chance, whatever. And it costs that favor every 10 minutes. Pull up that window is alt U. Nope, yeah, alt U. All right, that's the tribute guy, girl. This is the arcade, kind of like where you gamble, either 5,000 plat or 2 echoes to get some random stuff. Don't do that unless you're rich. Moving on, this little campfire thing, if you click it, it'll take you to the East Commons. And then these are, owners of the server, devs, high donators, contributors, whatever you want to call them, here. Over here, on the side of the main building, is the polymorphous. So she will let you change races for 10 echoes, change genders for I think 10 echoes, and then change deities. And then you can also rename your pets here. And then moving on to the main building. So the main building is where you've got your flag NPCs. If you hail them, they'll tell you what you need. Whether killing the 2 or the mobs to unlock that expansion, or collecting certain items to unlock that expansion for each one. So the Konok and Velius is right there, and then Lucklin and Plains of Power are up here. Alright, I like to think of these 2 as the 2 main vendors. You've got Augs here, some random stuff, all types of Augs here, and then bags here. These vendors over here, alchemy supplies for shamans, components. This is where you're going to get your malachite and bone chips and tiny daggers to summon your pets. Jewelry crafting supplies, just a random vendor. Smithing supplies, random vendor, and then general supplies. You can get some food and stuff here. Alright, Terial, or whatever you want to call him. He is the porter, very important mob. This is who you're going to be interacting with to port to anywhere in Norath that you have waypoints. You can look up the waypoints on the wiki. You just go through the text. You can pay 5 echoes to go back to an expedition, private zone, basically. Over here is your donation merchants. You can buy stuff with echoes here. Whenever you get a good, wallet, whatever you want to call it, a good nest egg. These bags of bartering and belt pouches of bartering are what I've used my echoes on the most. They let you sell everything in the bag in one click. And then of course unattuners. That's pretty much what I spend my echoes on. And then this male dark elf is the buffer for the global buffs. Kind of walk through the chat there. There's another vendor over here. Not much to say about that one. Bring the map up. Going to the stables is one of the places you can port in again. Another vendor over here. And then go to the West Bank. The West Bank is where you will find the Fading Memory here, which is the first quest, Alt Q. That's where you turn the book into. So you turn the book in, give it to the Fading Memory, and then I get a bag. Put that in there. Whatever you get depends on what classes you have. So you get some spells and some starter gear, you know. So it depends on what classes you have. All right. And then here are the other bankers, the West Bank, and then the parcel guy here. Moving on, if I can get unstuck. This gal over here is, I just noticed her name is Ray Turn for Return Home. Clever. This is where you can return to your bind point, basically your starting zone. But then the soul binder, if you die and you want to come back to the bazaar, soul binder's right here. Just do bind my soul and you kneel, and now you will return there when you die. Am I missing anything? Let's see. These stairs go to the Shadow Haven. If you want to look at the map, Luckland, Bazaar's in Luckland. I think it's underground. Let's go back. Luckland Underground, Bazaar, Shadow Haven, PC, Nexus. You can go to Nexus over here. But yeah, that's the Bazaar. Mostly what you're going to be doing here is going to the guild masters, getting your spells, the banker, parcels. Oh yeah, zone shards. So there's different zone shards of each, like version of each bazaar. So to look at those, you do # zone shard in the chat. That'll come up. I ported into zone bazaar 5, and there's currently 10 of them. You can see how many players are in each one, and then you can also go to East Common. So if somebody says like, hey, doing, you know, here we go, cleric, shaman, druid buffs behind West Bank and shard 7. So I can do zone shard, go to zone 7, and go find that dude or gal and ask for some buffs if I'm a newbie. Or you'll see like mass group buffs, MGB, in Bazaar, Shard, whatever, or East Commons. You can get to it from there. I would recommend making a macro for it, or a hot button here, and you can do like zone shard or something, hashtag zone shard, #, whatever, and then you can put it on your hotbar, pull it up, and go wherever. Also, you can check vendors for stuff, vendor diving, spells or whatever. So I can check the vendor here in zone 7, and I can go to shard 8 and be in the same place and check the vendor there. And I'll have different stuff. So what else? I think that's about it for the Bazaar tour. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'll respond pretty fast. If you want to see anything else, give me some suggestions, and have fun. This server's awesome. It's got about 3,000 plus players on it now, and Planes of Power at the time of recording is coming out in 6 days. So everyone's pretty excited about that. So have fun and thank y'all.